Hi everyone. So I'm doing my internship presentation. I was able to do an online internship, which is super awesome. And I just wanted to kind of use my PowerPoint and go over everything that I talked about on there, just so you can get a general feel of it. So let me open that PowerPoint up, and I'll just share it with you. If it'll let me. Okay, I think you should be able to see it. So this is my PowerPoint. I did my internship with the American College of Pediatricians, which was super awesome. It was an online internship, which I really enjoyed just because I have to work full time and I have to continue taking other classes as well. So, yeah. So I found it just on the BYUI internship page. They actually have a list of different internships you can take, and then some of them in parentheses just say online. So I took all of them that said online, and I started calling them and emailing them and seeing first if they had any availability. A lot of them didn't for the semester that I was wanting. And then what the job would be. You know, some of them required you to go somewhere or to do online meetings or whatnot. And so I was kind of just getting a feel for the different ones before I decided on this one. It was a really cool internship because all I did was to research and write 3 to 5 blogs each week. And so that sounded really, really easy when I started. But they need to be at least 500 words. They ended up being about 700 every week. But 3 blogs a week for 14 weeks is hard to come up with different subjects and stuff like that. And then doing the research on all of those subjects was a lot of time as well because I had to educate myself before I could try to educate other people. So some of the subjects that I wrote a lot on were parenting. So mom-daughter relationship, mom-son, father-daughter, father-son, all of that. Talking to pediatricians. I didn't know much about pediatricians or pediatrics, like the bottom one says there. Their importance, their role, updates in the field, research, issues, all that. So I had to do a lot of research to do that. So the internship taught me a lot about that. Other ones, the impact and dangers of pharmaceuticals, street drugs, alcohol in the home, dangers of teen sex, benefits of abstinence, talking to kids about and teens about sex and drugs and alcohol, which was kind of uncomfortable to talk about, but I was really glad I was able to get outside my comfort zone and do that. I really liked the one on spirituality and how spirituality is related to being healthy. The internship discouraged any religious ideas or practices, so it was kind of hard for me to not use any of those terms. And so spirituality was kind of a nice way to look at believing in a higher power without being religious. And I kind of got to share my testimony that way. The next one, family, child, and adolescent health. So trends, diet, exercise, asthma, sleep, autism, ADHD, all of these things. I focused a lot on depression, anxiety, because I feel like that is really prominent, and just kind of how parents can help their children, how they can be there for them, as well as how they can kind of prevent it and help their kids to become more emotionally stable and mentally well at a young age. The media, this one was kind of hard, but I really enjoyed it. So what is inappropriate content, why and what to do about it, how to prevent child exposure, impact of mainstream secular music on kids, social media impact on child and family health, the effects of television on kids and families, the examples of positive media. I wrote a few blogs on pornography because I feel like that one is super prominent as well. And more parents and families need to be aware on how they can prevent it, and as well as educate their children about it. So, the benefits that I think that I brought to the American College of Pediatrics was just educating the public. I educated myself in order to teach them, and so I did a lot of writing and a lot of research, and then I kind of just formed that into a more relatable blog so that they could educate themselves in an interesting way. I provided options. Obviously, they have a lot of internships, a lot of interns writing for them. So I was just kind of able to bring in different options of what blogs they were going to share. And then I was also a good advocate for marriage and family in preaching the truth in that way through my writing. So there's a ton of personal benefits. First and foremost, the fact that it was an online internship and I had that independence, which I kind of explained earlier. I had to push myself a lot because it was an online internship. There wasn't anybody next to me telling me what to do, showing me the way. It was kind of, I had to figure things out on my own and just make sure everything was done when it was supposed to be done in the way it was supposed to be done. And that was kind of hard for me, especially just pushing myself through the semester. With it being summertime, I took a lot of time to do the research and to focus. So I was able to kind of increase my ability in that sense. I learned so much. I was able to increase my knowledge through all of the research that I did. And then because I was able to share it through blogs, it kind of gave me more courage and ability to continue onward and share the truth and share helpful things through social media with my loved ones. So there's a ton of coursework connected. So I pretty much used everything I've learned and wrote about it. I used so much from my parenting class, from my family and marriage advocacy class, from my marriage class, and just so much of the resources that I got in school I used a lot, and I was able to just deepen my knowledge on all of those things as well. Yeah, so if I would recommend it, I would say absolutely yes. It was awesome. If you like to do online things, if you are independent and you can do it responsibly, then yes. Obviously, if you need somebody kind of guiding you and helping you, then this is probably not the internship for you. But if you are independent, then this is really good. If you're interested, you contact my, my supervisor. His name's Randy, and he helped me a lot when I first started. And there's all of his information. So if you are interested, you can do that. And yeah, it was super great and super fun. I'm kind of sad it's over, but I'm so excited to be done with school. So thank you.